Okay, so it's time we address the elephant in the room, or in this case, the Orange Namekian, because we're talking about Orange Piccolo in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 16, but more specifically, we're talking about Orange Piccolo bringing in Cell Max in DLC 16 of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because everyone has gotten this wrong about Orange Piccolo, and they're not even telling their audiences about Cell Max coming into Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 because of Orange Piccolo. Let me explain. Now, some people, very few people have caught on to what's going on with Orange Piccolo in these screenshots that we got on DragonBallOfficial.com, and a lot of YouTubers, would-be Xenoverse YouTubers, have gotten the description wrong on Orange Piccolo from Dragon Ball Official. So let me go over all that, but guys, of course, hit that like button. Let's get 3,000 thumbs up into the sky. Send all that love, all that admiration, and all that support for the Perfection Sama Geeky-Dama. And let's get right into it. So, Orange Piccolo. Let's get some things right off the bat. Orange Piccolo is non-awoken. A lot of people have been spreading that misinformation. He is his own standalone character. And yes, this is very relevant to the discussion we're having because given certain details about this character that we'll go over. So, in the description or on DragonBallOfficial.com, they let us know that Orange Piccolo is going to have one unique ultimate attack and 2 super attacks on his preset, and I guess the rest of them are just classic Piccolo attacks, which is fine. Like, no one's expecting like a completely rehashed, or not rehashed, but a completely new make 'em up move set. Like, they have to go with what's in the movie. Now, why this is relevant, because a lot of people have been saying that he's going to be a awoken character, and first thing out of the gate, none of the Awokens have their own ultimate attacks. So that strikes him out for being an Awoken. No Awokens have like Awoken unique ultimate attacks. Now, yes, Turn Giant has super attacks. Okay? Super attacks, but not ultimates. So that's right out of the gate. Again, another thing is that if Orange Piccolo was an Awoken, which of course he'd never be, because if you paid attention to how Xenoverse 2 handles things, they don't really do huge model change Awokens, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, you're not going to have Frieza go from Frieza to second form Frieza to third form Frieza, because those are like major radical model changes. And everyone knows this is why we are waiting on full power BoJack and Super Android 13, because they don't do radical model changes. The reason that Turn Giant gets away with this is because you're just increasing the size of the model and not the change of appearance of the model. So just wanted to explain that real quick. He is his own standalone character. Now, why does this matter? If you pay attention to the second image that you see on Dragon Ball Official, he is massive. No, ridiculously massive. I'm talking about bigger than full power Super Saiyan Broly. And more specifically, if I had to compare him to anything in the game, he's as big or bigger than Fused Zamasu, the raid form, the corrupted Fused Zamasu. He's bigger than that character. Now, why is this relevant? If they made him that big, made him fully playable off rip with no Awoken, specified his battle with Cell Max, if they're going through all that trouble for just Piccolo, they have found a way to make Cell Max fully playable, because everyone was writing that character off. Like, oh, there's no way they're going to be able to do this. This character can't be playable. There's no way they could figure that out. And perhaps they've taken some inspiration from the cheaters of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, with how modders have been running around with giant forms. And yes, you guys are going to get punished very soon. But maybe they've taken some inspiration. Maybe they said, okay, they've done this. Maybe we can do this as soon as we figure out appropriate ways of nerfing and giving these characters appropriate drawbacks, yada yada yada. Like, maybe they don't have limit burst or anything of that nature. Something like that. Something like that to give them appropriate drawbacks. And perhaps with the way they've handled Orange Piccolo in these images, because again, if you pay attention, he's grabbing Gamma 2. Even considering that there's a little bit of distance between those two characters, there's not that much, right? Piccolo has just basically put him at maybe blast range, barely, just enough to be blast range before he draws him back in with his arm attack. Considering all that, Gamma 2, and that's who he's grabbing, is only like barely kneecap level with this character. So if they've gone through all that for Piccolo, Cell Max is a lock. Cell Max is a lock, and maybe this is why they've been dragging their feet. Everyone is just thinking Orange Piccolo, we can have him at human size or whatever, and then Gohan Beast. But maybe they say, you know what, we cannot do this without the star of the movie, Cell Max. And maybe they're gonna ball out with Cell Max. Who knows? Because no one's thinking about this character. Nobody is thinking about this character. Everyone's written him off. And this could be the major surprise. This could be the confirmation with how they've handled Orange Piccolo. Again, Orange Piccolo is probably the biggest character aside like Fuse Zamasu being in Xenoverse 2. And they've had tons of time. They have tons of time collecting data about how Fuse Zamasu has been played and played against and how to mount. So they've had a lot of data samples with like the rate, with the hacked raid characters or the hacked giant Namekians and the Fuse. It's possible. It's completely in the realm of possibility for Cell Max to be confirmed because of Orange Piccolo and how they've handled him. Now, we'll know better when we see animatics or animations of Orange Piccolo and we're able to see, okay, just how big is this character. They're not showing health bars. It would have been 100% if we could see the health bars and see how he scales to that. But when we see that Conton City TV trailer, we'll have a more solid answer. But I'm already saying it. Orange Piccolo is the harbinger for Cell Max. Cell Max is in. They're just waiting. Like, you're gonna get that Gohan trailer, then you're gonna get Cell Max confirmed too, or maybe you'll get Cell Max confirmed first, and then they end things on Gohan Beast. Like, maybe Cell Max comes in, he does Piccolo dirty, and then at the end of the Cell Max trailer, you get Gohan Beast. Completely possible. I mean, if I think about it right now, all three of those characters have appeared in Dragon Ball Legends and I think Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, so maybe they went ahead and fell in line and said, no, let's go ahead and make these giant characters playable. And that could be bigger too, because what other giant characters after these characters could become playable? Maybe they're the first of their kind. Like, maybe Orange Piccolo and Cell Max would be the first of their kind, and this could be like the headway for Uzaru characters to get playable. Or is Uzaru away? Like, oh god, the possibilities are endless. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Of course, I've been Perfection, your natural selection of anime and anime games. And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, hit that like button, send those thumbs up into the sky. Send all that love, all that admiration, all that support for the Perfection Sama Genki Dama. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.